Have you ever looked at an English sentence and thought, wait, is this table made of wood or made from wood? Was this book written from Shakespeare or by Shakespeare?
If these three tiny words make your head spin, trust me, you are not alone. Hey everyone, welcome back to Simply Real English. Today, we are tackling three of the most confusing prepositions in the English language: off, by, and from.
By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use them naturally and confidently. Let's dive right in. Look what just arrived! It's a package from Grandma! And we can use this to learn our first word.
We use the word from to mean the start. Where does something start?
Look at this box. Where did it start? It started with our grandma. She sent it. So we say the package is from Grandma.
Where did the box start its travel? It started in Italy. So it traveled from Italy.
Anytime you talk about a start, use from. I am from the United States. Where are you from?
Now, let's see what's inside. Oh, look at this! It's Grandma's famous pasta recipe.
This is amazing! But look at our fridge. We don't have any of these fresh vegetables or ingredients.
You're right. If we want it to taste just like hers, we need to go to the market.
Okay, let's go!
The market is too far to walk, so we are traveling by bus.
Did you hear that? Sarah said we are traveling by bus. We use by to answer the question, how? How are we going to the market? You can travel by bus, by train, or by car. But by also answers a second question, who? Who did the action? Look at this beautiful bread.
Who baked the bread? The baker. So, this bread was baked by the baker.
Just like a book is written by an author, or a song is sung by a singer. If a person does it, use by. Finally, we use by to talk about a location. Look at Sarah. She is standing right by the tomatoes.
Exactly. In this case, by means next to. If you say, let's sit by the window or stand by the door, you mean you are right next to it. We have the bread. We have the tomatoes. Let's go home and cook. Now for the last word, of. Of means part. It connects a small piece to a bigger thing.
For Grandma's recipe, I need a cup of flour.
The cup is a small part of the big bag. We say, a glass of water, a slice of pizza, a piece of cake. Now, here is a very important rule. We use of when the material doesn't change its basic form. For example, look at this bowl. This bowl is made of wood.
It started as wood, and it still looks and feels like wood.
But wait, there is a trick. Remember our first word, from?
We use from when talking about what something is made of, but only when the material completely changes its form. For example, wine is made from grapes.
You can't see the grapes anymore, right?
The starting point was grapes, but now wine. It completely changed, so we use from.
We did it. A perfect meal.
Great job today. Let's do a fast review with some new examples. Listen closely.
From. the starting point. I walked from the park to the store.
By, how or who. This beautiful picture was painted by my sister.
Of, apart. I am so thirsty. I need a bottle of water.
All right, it's quiz time. Let's see how much you've learned today. I'll give you a sentence with a blank, and I want you to shout out of, by, or from. Ready?
Number 1. This delicious cake was baked blank my grandmother. If you said by, great job. It shows who did the action.
Number 2. I need a glass blank water. It's of. It's a measurement.
Number 3. Paper is made blank trees. It's from, because the tree completely changes its form to become paper.
How did you do on the quiz? Now, we have one final question for you. Look at this sentence and tell us the answer in the comments below.
I am traveling to London blank plane. Do we use of, by, or from? Write your answer in the comments right now. We will check them and reply to you.
If you enjoyed learning with us today, please click the subscribe button. It helps us make more free English lessons for everyone.
Keep practicing your English, enjoy your meals, and we will see you very soon.
Bye-bye!
Goodbye!